A young life cut short. The disappearance of Mustafa Amir, January 6, 2025, Karachi, Pakistan, a bustling metropolis where life teems with energy. Yet amidst the urban sprawl, a sinister event unfolded, casting a dark shadow over the city. 23-year-old Mustafa Amir, full of life and dreams, vanished without a trace. The initial hours were agonizing. His family clung to hope, praying for his safe return. The authorities were notified, and the search for Mustafa began. The early investigation pointed towards a kidnapping. This was a chilling possibility, a parent's worst nightmare. Friends and family rallied, distributing missing person posters across the city. Days turned into weeks, each passing moment a painful reminder of Mustafa's absence. A sense of dread began to creep in, replacing the initial hope with a chilling fear. The question on everyone's mind was simple yet terrifying. Where is Mustafa? As the days turned into weeks, the mystery surrounding Mustafa's disappearance only deepened. The police followed every lead, every whisper, but their efforts seemed to hit dead ends. The family, desperate for answers, made heartfelt pleas for information, hoping someone, somewhere, held the key to finding Mustafa. The weight of uncertainty pressed down on them, a heavy shroud of fear and despair. Shifting shadows, from kidnapping to murder. The case took a grim turn on February 8, 2025. What began as a kidnapping investigation morphed into something far more sinister. A murder case. The prime suspect, a man named Armagan. The authorities had been following a trail of evidence that led them to Armagan's doorstep in Kayaban-e-Momin, an affluent neighborhood in Karachi's Defense Housing Authority. The raid on Armagan's house was tense, a 4-hour standoff that left 2 police officers injured. Behind the walls of this seemingly ordinary home, a dark underbelly was exposed. The police discovered a trove of illegal weapons, laptops, and equipment suggesting a sinister operation, a call center, money laundering, and potential links to virtual currency dealings. This wasn't just a simple case of kidnapping anymore. It was a deep dive into a murky world of organized crime. As the police combed through the evidence, a chilling picture began to emerge. Armagan wasn't just a suspect. He was now the prime suspect in Mustafa's murder. The authorities suspected that Mustafa had been lured to Armagan's house on that fateful January evening. What happened inside those walls remains a subject of intense investigation, but one thing was becoming horrifyingly clear. Mustafa never left that house alive. The House of Horrors, unveiling Armagan's sinister secrets. Inside Armagan's home, investigators uncovered a shocking scene, a sophisticated setup that hinted at a dark and dangerous underworld. This was no ordinary residence, it was a den of secrets. The illegal weapons, the laptops with encrypted data, and the equipment used for money laundering painted a picture of a criminal enterprise far beyond a simple call center. Among the most disturbing discoveries were cages containing lion cubs, a clear indication of Armagan's disregard for the law and his penchant for dangerous possessions. These cubs, symbols of power and intimidation, became chilling metaphors for the brutal crime that had taken place within those walls. The house, once a place of normalcy, was now a crime scene, a silent witness to a heinous act. Adding another layer of complexity to the case was the alleged confession. Armagan, under interrogation, reportedly admitted to the murder of Mustafa Amir. He provided chilling details, recounting the events of that fateful January night and the subsequent disposal of Mustafa's body. He even implicated an accomplice, a man named Shiraz. Section 4. A Mother's Anguish. The unwavering pursuit of justice. Throughout this harrowing ordeal, one figure remained a beacon of strength and resilience, Mustafa's mother. Her grief was immeasurable, her pain palpable. Yet, she refused to be silenced. She bravely stepped forward, becoming the voice for her son, demanding justice for the brutal crime that had shattered her world. She challenged the narrative being spun, refuting any claims that Mustafa willingly visited Armagan's house. She spoke out against the defense's attempts to portray Mustafa's association with Armagan in a negative light, emphasizing that her son was not involved in any criminal activities. Her courage in the face of unimaginable loss was both heartbreaking and inspiring. Mustafa's mother became a powerful symbol of a mother's love and the relentless pursuit of justice. She vowed to fight for her son, to ensure that his killers were held accountable for their actions. Her unwavering determination resonated with the public, igniting a firestorm of support and outrage. Section 5. Public outcry. A nation demands justice for Mustafa. The Mustafa Amir murder case sent shockwaves through Pakistan. The brutality of the crime, the alleged involvement of influential figures, and the slow pace of the investigation sparked public outrage and fueled a nationwide demand for justice. Social media platforms became channels for expressing grief, anger, and frustration. The hashtag #JusticeForMustafa Amir trended nationwide, amplifying the voices demanding a swift and fair trial. Protests erupted in major cities with citizens demanding transparency and accountability from the authorities. The case became a stark reminder of the vulnerability of young lives and the urgent need for a robust justice system. The public pressure was relentless, forcing the authorities to expedite the investigation and address concerns about potential corruption or negligence. The nation held its breath, watching and waiting for justice to be served. Section 6. The long road ahead. Seeking justice in a slow grind system. As the investigation continues, Mustafa's family, and indeed the entire nation, waits for answers. The road ahead is long and arduous. The judicial process is often slow, bogged down by bureaucratic hurdles and legal complexities. But amidst the uncertainty, one thing remains clear. The fight for justice for Mustafa Amir is far from over. His mother's unwavering determination, the public outcry, and the tireless efforts of those fighting for a fair and transparent trial provide a glimmer of hope. The case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of a robust justice system, one that is blind to power and influence, a system that delivers justice swiftly and fairly. The Mustafa Amir murder case is a tragedy that has gripped a nation. It is a story of a young life cut short, a family's relentless pursuit of justice, and a society grappling with the dark underbelly of crime and corruption. As the legal battle unfolds, the world watches, hoping that truth will prevail, and justice, though delayed, will ultimately be served.